In this video, we will be updating index.php to link to either login.php or welcome.php, depending on the user's session status. So here's what our index.php looks like. Now, what we want to do is if we've logged in, say we logged in as user test6, and we come back to, say, index.php. We don't want the login page to be displayed because we are already logged in. So what we basically want to do, or what we're aiming to do, is to actually dynamically change the content of this page depending on whether the user is logged in or not. So the first thing that we want to do is get rid of this old info. So I'm just going to erase the details that we had on this page, and all we're left with is just comments. So if we save and refresh, there's nothing there. Let's start from scratch. Now, the first thing that we want to do is start the session, which pretty much initializes the session to access the stored user data like session username. So we can actually copy session underscore start to have that done. So let's just save and refresh at each step so that we know that we haven't got any errors, but nothing will change in terms of display. The second thing we want to do is check the user login status. So if the session username variable is set, then it means the user's logged in. So the first thing that we want to do is we want to start our PHP script. I'm just going to paste what I've copied. So if let's do this. So we'll use is set to check if the user is already logged in. I just want to make sure I got my brackets right. Now this starts my if function. So then what we want to do, I'm going to save and refresh so I don't have any errors. Oh, we do. Okay, we need an ending, an else. We'll do that when we get to that part. The next thing that we want to do is display a personalized message using the username stored in this session. I'm just going to do this so we can have a bigger view. HTML special characters to ensure the username is safely displayed by preventing HTML injection. So the first thing that we want to do is display a paragraph P. The first thing that we want to do in this step. So I just want to be clear. So now we want HTML special characters or chars. Okay, and let's check this part. I will just copy the whole thing. The username. Let's close our PHP script and cover an exclamation mark like we're happy to see the user. Okay, so that's what it is. The next thing that we want to do is to provide links to welcome.php and logout.php. So basically we do need, not sure if we put it in here, like something like this. Let's just copy it without a single quotation because we are just doing plain HTML code. So welcome, say, I'll just say dashboard actually, assuming that we have a nice looking website. And let's do the logout. Now this has to be small letters. Yeah. And PHP, because that's what it's called. It's a small letter thing. And logout. And then we want to check, now we need to end our if condition here so that we can actually see what happened. Here at this point, I'm going to start my PHP script again. So PHP, and we'll do the else, close it off, and have some HTML code again. In this case, we're doing login. Log in, and let's have a break, a new line. And let's end our PHP, our if condition, and then our PHP code. So that should be it. Let's see if I've made any nice mistakes. So all good. Remember we have a username test6 and a last name test. So we were able to welcome the user by using only the username. In this case, we've only accessed the username, but not the last name. And we had access to the logged in user. They can go to dashboard, which is pretty much welcome. So that's the user's username, and that's the last name as per our table here. The username is test6 and the last name is test. So it's looking good. So now if I go back to index, I'm still logged in. And so I still get that nice view. It's not really nice, but that logged in view. But as soon as I log out, let's go back to normal size. As soon as I log out and I go back to index, I only get to see the login. So you can see how my view changes depending on whether I'm logged in or not. And the changes are happening dynamically depending on the state of my session. So that's pretty much it. I hope this video was helpful to you. Stay tuned for the next video. I did just want to say that the if and else over here, I forgot to mention. This is sort of a PHP alternative for control structure. Basically, the syntax is commonly used when you're embedding PHP with HTML code. So that's one more thing I forgot to mention. But pretty much that's about it. Stay tuned for the next video, and I'll see you then.